Georgia's entire agricultural economy hinges on a silent workforce now facing an unprecedented crisis. Nationwide, honeybee hives are dying at rates we have never seen. According to the Honeybee Health Coalition, bees pollinate an estimated $15 billion worth of crops annually, supporting Georgia's entire agricultural economy. Atlanta News First reporter Abby Casores reports tonight from UGA's vet school.
It's a quiet emergency. Over half of the honeybee population nationwide gone within a year. And with that loss, the University of Georgia is rushing the next round of bee doctors into the field. When Madison Morgan came to UGA for veterinary school, she expected to treat puppies and kittens, not stinging hives.
It just erupted into this love that I have. We'd be out here every Sunday.
But her path to studying the hive comes amid a crippling national crisis. Bee colonies are collapsing. Over 1.6 million hives dead nationwide, wiped out by environmental stressors, severe droughts, and lethal bacterial infectious diseases. For Madison, spotting destructive parasites like these varroa mites immediately sounds the alarm.
It's now, okay, something is weakening my hive. They're starting to grow in numbers. We need to take action immediately.
I quickly clean it up a little bit here. Wax, wax.
Dr. Jorg Meyer is heading a first-of-its-kind program at UGA's veterinary school, giving students the specialized skills to stand in the gap.
Yeah, that looks great. Very excited.
FDA rules officially categorize hives as food-producing livestock, meaning beekeepers legally require a licensed veterinarian to prescribe hives medicine.
If my students are able to think a little bit outside the box, they're going to be so much better at their job for the next 35 years in their life.
It is a mission of hope. By arming future veterinarians with the tools to heal the hive, we can ensure the buzz that fuels our fields isn't silenced. With Georgia's produce yields hanging in the balance, it's a race against the clock to protect Georgia's next harvest. In Athens, I'm Abby Casores.